Oh, whoa!
Sorry.
Whoa.
It's easy.
No.
Started over.
What happened? Where was the intro vid?
It was there.
I didn't hear it.
We never hear it.
Oh, that's right.
Happy Friday, everybody.
What's happening?
Yes.
This is a cold open.
It is.
You know, what's up, man?
What's up?
Doing great.
I'm here.
I'm here.
You're there.
Yes. We made it.
We're in the same room.
People sometimes think because of the light. There I am.
But yeah,
Good morning.
happy Friday. So,
We couldn't think of any topics today.
yeah.
Is that it?
So it's gonna be AMA Friday.
Although we should have a 2-rock palette coming in today.
At some point.
And then another 2-rock palette coming in next week.
Hopefully.
So, you know, if you have 2-rock questions like normal, we're feeling 2-rocky.
Yes, we don't have much on this one that's going to be available because a lot of it is already
Pre-sold.
gone. Yeah, but we will have. What are we going to have? We're going to have classic reverb head,
Classic reverb head, a Studio Sig combo, black with black matrix, and a 40-watt deluxe reverb in the classic.
vintage deluxe,
Vintage deluxe. What did I say?
deluxe reverb.
Never mind. I didn't mean that. Sorry.
Not made by T-Rock.
No. Yeah, in the Dogwood suite.
Yes.
Yeah, 40-watt combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I turned the volume up on this, so hopefully it's a little bit louder because we had some people saying it was quieter.
Well, I can just get louder.
Well, yeah.
You know I'm pretty loud when I want to be. We got a thing?
There's a little meter up here.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll watch.
But I had turned it down for some reason, so I turned it back up.
So we're doing an AMA today.
So in the chat, send us your questions. And, we got a thumbs down.
Mom!
Oh,
Good to see
man.
Mom's up early today.
It could be
She's
your
a West
mom
Coaster.
or my dad. Or maybe my wife. I don't know.
It's not mine. She wouldn't watch this.
Yeah, Morgan usually watches it, so she might hop on here. But hit us up with your questions. We'll throw it up on the screen. And if we don't get anything there, we do have a bunch on Instagram, so I can answer some stuff there.
All right. Ooh, there we got a question
bang.
already. Hey.
C2 Lawson. You want to read it?
I am picking up the guitar again after a decades-long break. Any advice? You probably don't have your calluses anymore.
Yeah.
That's probably the first thing I would think of.
Yeah, I think I would, make sure your guitar is, well, if you, like, I assume you don't have that decade-old guitar.
The same guitar? A little Krusty LaRue sitting in the corner with them corroded strings?
But maybe you do. Give that guitar some love. Get it restrung. There she is. And set up. And then dive into maybe like relearning some of the things that you enjoyed when you started playing in the first place.
Yeah, I'm assuming something has spurred this decision.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So, what's brought the passion back? That's what and then, kind of focus on that.
That's it.
And then buy a new guitar and a new amp from High Voltage. That would be, man, that'd really kick you in the pants, get you started.
It really would. But yeah, I think that's a great one.
Oh, you just bought a Les Paul. See,
Perfect.
There you go. That'll get you into it.
Man after my own heart.
All right.
Well, when you're ready for some new pickups, just give us a call. But yeah, I think like Matthew said, learning the stuff that inspired you now or giving you a reason to dive into it, or relearning what you used to love.
And it's very, very interesting. When you started learning how to play, probably the best thing you could do is like take lessons from someone locally.
Yeah.
Right? Which is what a lot of people did.
Yeah.
I took lessons from my father. And then
Lucky.
lucky. And I also got Guitars for Dummies, which is actually really good. I learned all kinds of stuff from that book, and I still think about like the way the lessons were. So there's got to be an amazing amount of resources now.
Oh, there's infinite.
So that's got to be wild for someone that's getting back into it. So, like, what would you recommend with that side of thing? If you could say, like, if you were given a recommendation to someone that's going to see the vast of the internet and say, like, I'm getting back into guitar, I want to, like, practice or play, like, where would you start?
I'd probably start on YouTube, right?
Buying all of our friends' courses?
Well, but not even that. I don't think you have to spend that money yet. But I would probably just dive into YouTube, find lessons on stuff that you like, things you want to learn. And I'm still old school. Like, I like pulling out the old tab books and my old lesson books. And I have a bunch of magazines that I've saved that had, like, lessons I really enjoyed and learning that way. But yeah, and fun fact, I hope I don't get in trouble for this.
Oh my God.
If there is an old like guitar tab book that you have wanted to check out, I recommend buying them. But if you want to just look at it, usually you can type the name of said book and then PDF into Google.
Oh.
Now, your mileage may vary, and you know, hopefully you won't get any viruses from this. But sometimes you can find those books and you can download them.
Do you still have all your tab books?
I have a lot of tab books. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a ton of tab books.
My favorite one I ever got was the full Black Album tab book.
Oh, I don't have as many album tab books.
I have that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do have some of that, but I have a lot of like lesson like books and stuff.
Like 100 blues licks you need to know.
Yeah,
like that kind of stuff.
Extra hot country licks and things like that.
That's all really good.
It is good.
Because you could steal that stuff and you got to wrap all that stuff when you're playing. Like the entire B.B. King section in the Guitars for Dummies is like still like burned into my brain.
Perfect.
It's so good.
The second pentatonic box right there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. The Whodunit Pros. It's like a
Whodunit Pros. It's like a detective agency.
It's like you have like a plumber's van, but with the deer stalker.
You know, it's like Encyclopedia Brown or like one of those like it's like a kids series. And we're the Whodunit Pros.
I like it.
It writes itself.
It's you had it first.
Free idea.
It's
hey, you can have it. You can have it. Just thank me in the dedication page.
Liner notes. What brands and models of new pickups do you have or recommend? I have had.
Good Lord.
More pickups than most people.
Maybe the visual guy.
Ever go. Jacob, the visual guy.
Maybe he got you beat.
Undoubtedly has had more pickups.
But you got to be second place.
Maybe. I've had a lot. But it all depends on what you want your guitar to sound like and the thing you're chasing. Recommendations in the pickup realm are nigh impossible without a clear vision of what you want from your guitar. Which is ironic seeing as I said vision, but you hear it. So
yeah. Listen.
What you listen, your guitar sound. Yeah. Pickup. But at the end of the day, the answer will always be throwback.
Well, you know.
Are they good? Yeah. Matthew, what are your favorite acoustic guitar strings?
None? Zero?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've owned one acoustic guitar. I barely play it, and I'm going to sell it. So
you want to get a good acoustic one day, right?
One day. I have a Taylor 327E. It's a very nice guitar, but one thing I got it. Of course, like everyone else, like during the early throes of the pandemic, I'm like at home all the time, and I'm like, I need an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, I gotta learn some Jack Johnson.
Oh man, what was it? Bananas.
Making banana pancakes.
Woof. No thanks. But point is that what I should have done was that I should have gone, somewhere obviously, and played a bunch and figured out what style I liked. And I did not do that. And there's nothing wrong with the guitar. It's just I never hit for me. And so I'm looking forward to one day doing that journey. I was talking to Greg from Wildwood, who's probably a bad person to talk about this stuff with.
You can't talk to Greg.
And he was telling me some stuff, and I'm waiting for him to be like, just come on out to Wildwood and we'll get you. I'm like, ugh, danger, Greg, danger. Well, but one day I would love to pick out the perfect acoustic.
And lucky for us, we live in probably the best place in the country to, no offense, Greg at Wildwood, but Groons has a mighty selection of acoustic guitars. But favorite strings, I usually go Ernie Ball, Earthwoods.
Okay.
But we have a vintage Gibson acoustic. Morgan plays it more than I do.
Morgan has chimed in.
Oh yeah, Elixir. Yeah, I think Elixir on acoustic's fine.
Good.
But I wear them out before they go bad. So for that coating, those things. Neil, I saw that. Where is that? Here it is. Thank you guys for putting on these great live streams on a regular basis. One more thing I look forward to each Friday. Thank you for watching, Neil. I appreciate it. I hope the advice last week about playing with people and whatnot proved useful for you. I believe that was Neil, correct?
I believe so too.
Yes.
But I don't remember. There's Trevor. Hey,
Trevor. Boom.
Our man Trevor. We posted about this on the High Voltage Instagram, a photo of his guitar.
Cadillac Green.
Trevor custom ordered an amazing Novo Idris, and a color combo we had not seen before on that guitar, and it looked absolutely amazing.
Yeah, the Cadillac green, it's not quite like as olive drab. Like you see that color combination a lot, olive drab and black or tort and stuff, and that's cool. But the Cadillac green has this like subtle metallic tone to it, and it's deeper, and it just looked.
It looked so
awesome.
sweet,
and it was nice and lightweight, flaming neck. Mwah!
And Trevor's going to be pairing that with his TS1 that he just got from us, which is an absolutely filthy rig.
The TS1,
Filthy
there he
rig.
is.
Yeah.
The TS1. Every time we plugged into it, I was like, I can't have another one.
Why not?
Because I got too much. But that's the one. Like, that's next. Eli?
Okay.
Let's see.
Next.
A lot of string joy talk. I've never played string joy except what came on
The Novos.
my Novos.
I've said
or those
they're,
Novos.
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, here we go. Experience or thoughts on a Benson Chimera or Monarch?
Well,
what was at the shop?
That was the Monarch.
Yes.
The Monarch is like the 15-watt one.
Yeah, the little guy.
I
Well,
think
it's
it's
little. You have the little guy.
I have
Nathan Jr.?
I have the Nathan Jr., the 5-watter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Nathan is it named after? You think like
It's
Nathan
it's-
Fillion, maybe?
No, I mean that'd be cool. You know,
Yeah.
Cade 6 maybe.
Firefly.
No, he it's a local player that was like a big a friend of
Christopher?
Chris's and had requested an
Cristobal.
amp, had requested an amp of that nature, and so he decided to name it after him. I love it, dude. So I'm a big fan of that amp because it's 5 watts of glory, and it stops getting loud at about noon. It just gets nastier, which is what a good 5-watt amp should do. The Monarch I never fell in love with. I think I like the Chimera a lot.
I like the Chimera. I think the higher wattage and the bigger power
is what you want from a Benson.
Yeah, because the Monarch sounded good when you really had it loud, but when it wasn't like breathing, it just didn't feel like it didn't feel like it was awake.
And they have put power scaling on all of his amps now, and so that should help things a lot for that lower wattage.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it didn't sound bad. I just wasn't. But the Chimera and the Bandmaster, specifically.
And then there's the bell ringer now, which is another 35 watter that's got that power scaling. So, and I've seen him teasing another new amp. So lots of action from the Benson camp. But yeah, the Bandmaster I loved.
Yeah,
that thing was awesome.
Ooh, have I seen the new Alessandro GA-SCX, a neodymium magnet version of the Alessandro speaker I talk so much about? I have not. That's cool. I really I love the Alessandro GA64 that's in my Deluxe Reverb reissue. I think it's the perfect Fender, like traditional Fender speaker complement. But I haven't seen that.
There you go.
Oh!
What do you got?
I forgot.
That your flarp?
We got to take a flarp break. Hold on.
What do you need a flarp break? A flarp break
Because it's been almost 50 minutes.
Oh my god!
I just won.
Just nonstop.
This is just for Graham. This is just for my kid.
Nonstop. He's at school right now.
Well, he can watch it later.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. Nonstop, folks. This is what I get at work. This
Hey Matthew, can you come in here?
Serious business at the old pedal factory.
Let's see. Eric, what I think of the TPS Red pickups. Haven't played them.
What's that?
So that pedal show and Monty's
TPS
worked together to create
a
copy of the pickups in red, Dan's red Telecaster, and I've never played them. So I have no idea. And then what's the difference between Esquires and Telecasters? Well, there's
one pickup and two.
Yeah, Esquire has one pickup.
It's slightly different switching system on the Esquire.
Yeah, correct. And then a Tele, is like a Telecaster. But Esquire, the 3-way switch, when it's all the way back, what would be the neck position? That's it's usually mud mode.
Mode.
It's like a fixed tone thing. Mud.
That's when I'm having some Mexican food. That's the next day. It's mud mode. You teed me up for that one, bro.
And the middle position in the toggle switch is normal volume tone, and then all the way down is just volume, no tone, so it's a little bit snappier and louder. I like an Esquire.
You've got a really nice one.
I love my Esquire. Every time I play it, I'm like, I don't
got
deserve
some
this.
sauce.
It
I
does.
mean, I don't deserve this.
You know, I mean, like, this guitar's better than me. You know, you ever have that?
Every piece of gear I've ever owned? Okay.
Michael, this is a good one. I
Oh.
don't always unplug my pedal board when I get finished playing for the day. Should I be okay, or am I okay leaving it plugged in a day or two between killing the power?
Unplug it, baby.
Just unplug it. It's pedals, when they have power applied, they're on, right? So the switch, for the most part, the switch is just rerouting the signal so that it is affected. But as long as there's power plugged in, with the majority of pedals,
Excuse me.
it's applying voltage to the circuit. Now, most things are okay. Resistors, your transistors, for the most part, op amps, they're fine. And most film caps are fine. The thing you're going to run into is the electrolytics do have a...
Like Gatorade?
That's electrolytes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Electrolytic capacitors do have a shelf life and just a lifespan in general. They're going to last a long time, but if you don't have to have voltage flowing through them, then don't.
Yeah, you were pretty adamant about me unplugging my shit.
Well, just because
I appreciate, yeah.
because like sometimes, because I've been there and I've forgotten and like stays on all weekend, and it's like, I look at all the data sheets for all these parts and I see the lifespan that they're supposed to have, and it's shockingly low. Now, these like, capacitors and stuff are typically running at a much lower voltage than what they're rated at, so they're going to well exceed the 2,000 to 5,000 hours that they're rated at. Because most of the caps we use are 25 to 50 volts, and we're running them at 9, maybe 4.5 volts. So they're not like being pushed to the limit. But I don't know, LEDs have a lifespan too, especially if you have something that has a tap tempo or whatnot. That LED can burn out. It is a type of bulb. So I don't know. If you're not using it and it's not that big of a pain, just unplug it or put it all on a power strip, and then when you're done, just hit that power strip and kill it. And it's I like doing it too, especially if I'm out of town and there's a storm or something. Like I'm always so worried that something's gonna hit the house and then all my stuff plugged in is gonna explode.
And if you got that tap tempo or that rate just blinking at you too, that's a nice reason to turn it off.
That's a big part of it. Yeah. Oh, Trevor! Oh man.
Trevor, ooh, $10, $10.
$10. Thank you for the super chat.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Trevor. Thank you, Neil. Throwback 63 Maxim Vintage Strat set. Parchment versus the Fralin Blues Special set. Is it really worth the jump in price? I have an old Strat I'm looking to upgrade. So,
you were just messing with them this morning, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. The Fralin stuff is fantastic. You can't. I can't say anything bad about.
All right, they're coming in Trevor's guitar today.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, is that the Fralin Hot?
Oh no, the vintage hots.
That's the vintage hots.
Right. Those are great too. Yeah.
They are great, but the throwback set, it like if you want like an idealized version of a pickup, get the Fralin. You know, the balance, the output, everything between everything being how a modern player would probably want it, right? But if you have a Strat and you want to give it all that vintage character and personality, warts and all, while still being tuned and dialed in, but not as extremely so as some modern pickup makers. The Fralins, the throwbacks are hard to beat. They like the 63 set is what I put in the McCready, and as soon as we put them in, before we even adjusted the pickup height, we were like, these sound like magic.
Sound awesome.
And they sound like an old Strat. It's really
I mean, I think it's like your mileage may vary on the price. You know what I mean? I know that they're
it's
expensive.
A big investment.
It's a big investment, but I still can't get over the first time I actually heard a set of SLE 101s. You know, or the whole throwback experience. It's like, you know, I was actively trying to say there's no way this is going to be that great. It can't be that great.
Yeah.
And then you play them and you're like, oh, it is. And so, you know, it's if you can swing it, they're well worth it. That's the way I like to think about it.
I think so.
Plenty
too.
of great options at every price point.
I've played
Plenty.
GFS pickups that I spent $30 for a set and was happy as a clam. You know, and then I've spent just obscene money on throwbacks, and I don't know. I think it all just depends on what you're trying to do with your guitar and the budget you have. Robert Baker. Man, Robert, can we just give a round of applause for Robert really killing it with that
yeah.
Gibson video?
Yeah.
It's making the rounds.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Got hit on MSN and Yahoo and picked up by all the...
You're going to be on the Today Show.
Yeah. No, I have Hoda not there no more, so who cares? No Hoda, no dice. At least for me. You not Hoda?
I haven't.
You don't Hoda?
I haven't had any normal television. I mean, I know that's just like, I could just get that in the air, but in years.
All right.
But what's your favorite guitar amp?
I don't even remember what's out there.
Favorite combo.
We've been saying so much stuff.
Combo.
Favorite guitar amp combo. Like
guitar and amp combo.
Well, does it count if it's yours? Like, because like the Vintage Deluxe is yours, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Even though we are getting one today, I would say probably. Let's see what it is.
Ooh.
What is it?
William bought a Zap T-shirt and a hat.
Hey,
Thank you.
Right. That's great. Favorite combo right now, I would probably say the Saris J in Olympic White over Candy Apple Red would be the guitar. There's an ultra classic Novo, and the amp I would plug it into that's in stock currently would probably be the Carmen. I'd go with the combo. That's a fun thing right there.
Yeah,
that'll sound awesome.
Good
P90s, a Carmen cranked, can't go wrong.
Favorite guitar amp combo for me.
That's currently in stock.
That's in stock.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? I picked that new Rock and Roll Relics.
Ooh,
the Starfighter.
I forgot we had that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What amp you plugging it into?
Probably plug that into... I mean, I would play... If you plugged that Rock and Roll Relics into the Divided by FTR...
Yes.
It's like, there you go. You're done. If you can be loud, then you be done.
You be loud, you be done.
Figure it out. Thanks, Robert.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Ricky Tan. Going back to the pickup recommendation, what are 2 humbuckers you would recommend for max versatility? Have to be splittable and can cover jazz and metal while living mostly in grunge. I'd get the Hot Rod Duncan set. I'd get JB Jazz.
That'll do everything.
4-conductor.
I agree. If you have a nice guitar with some good tone controls... and an amp that can handle, you could play almost anything on those things. Man, because they'll do the hot stuff, and you can roll them off a little bit and do the jazz. That's some stuff you can't get all the way to there.
Yeah,
but then these can also,
I think
what I'm saying?
The Hot Rod set from Duncan. Do we have a normal Hot Rod set in stock?
Of the JB Jazz?
Yeah, I know we have the Antiquity.
You don't know what we have in stock? Come on, man. I don't know.
I
don't know either. We had the Antiquity. Didn't we have the Antiquity set?
We have the Antiquity JB Jazz, but those aren't splittable.
Oh, okay.
Those are 2-conductor. Okay.
Those look sweet, though.
They do look sweet. I don't know. If you have those and then you have a really good volume pot, then you can do everything.
Yeah.
And because they're in my old R9, and we were playing them yesterday.
Yeah, because if you need something that's going to do a little heat, you want to be able to get there, and that'll get there. And then I think they're versatile enough with a good guitar that you can do some jazz and cleaner stuff with them as well.
Yes. Visual Guy, surprisingly, they're a Benson dealer. Eastside Music Supply is a Benson dealer.
And they've been for a while. Yeah. And so we, just go check it out over there.
10 minutes down the road. Thoughts on the new Andor trailer? Did you watch it?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
It looks good.
I keep forgetting. Big fan of that first season.
Yeah.
Of Andor.
Thoughts on new Ernie Ball Music Man?
Very nice.
They're great.
Music bands are always awesome guitars. Still have much love for those boys over there.
Wait, what? My favorite guitars, 2 St. Vincent, but they're the price of a new car. Where are you buying cars at, brerder? I'd love to come.
Please
shop in your neighborhood.
Drop that link.
Yeah,
because like on most Ernie Balls,
Toyota Corolla is only $2,000.
Most Ernie Balls are like $2,500 to $4,000, somewhere in that range, which is not cheap guitars.
No,
but not. I mean, I would love to buy a car for that much that works.
Gosh,
let us know, please. Hit us.
Yeah. Don't think about stuff like that. Take that sort of mentality and push it out of your brain, because that's going to do nothing but a disservice to you and how you approach working towards your goals. If you say that this is an impossibility, that this equates to that, and not what can I do to get to the point where I could afford something like this, then I think you're really doing yourself a disservice.
Sound like what Paul Reed Smith told you
Yeah.
on the old.
I mean, that's the stuff my dad says. Said.
Well,
to me.
and I would say that, like, obviously knowing how much.
And I'm a dad. Oh God,
you are.
I'm an old man now.
You an old dad. You almost got a 7-year-old dog.
I know.
My little girl turns 2 tomorrow. I got a 4-year-old and a
baby.
2-year-old, little baby. But I'd say, like, I know that it's a well-worn topic as far as, like, how much stuff costs. As somebody on this side of things who's made guitars, it's incredibly expensive to make guitars in the United States. Guitars cost what they cost because that's how much it costs to make them for the most part. And I think Ernie Balls are priced very well. And the whole point of buying a guitar that you love is it'll last a lifetime. So that price is expensive, but it'll last longer than the car.
100%.
And that's true.
As long as you take care of it.
Take care of your stuff. Take care of your gear.
Albus Band, Aaron, hey man.
Sexy Beasts.
Not
sure who you're looking at, but thank you anyway.
It's both of us.
You look nice.
Is it
you
me
getting a
now?
haircut today?
How do I look now? Pretty good.
You look
How about now?
you look a little slower.
Hey.
Hey guys. I love this question from John Beck.
John Beck.
Oh god, it's tiny.
Oh, sorry. Here, can you read it? Can you read it now?
Yeah, I can read now. I mean,
There we go.
hey guys. Main amp has been an 18-watt Marshall and a 212 greenback for years for blues/rock riffing. Just finished a JTM 50 and love it. How do you guys like old non-master Marshalls cranked up? Well, what kind of question is that? Every person that's ever lived loves an old Marshall crank the fuck up.
Unless you're a weenie.
I mean, isn't that the greatest tone in the history of music?
So yesterday, Jeffrey, he got one of the new Waza, the small tube amp expander, the little one.
Yeah, the Tube Buddy.
The Tube Buddy, the Amp Buddy.
I wanted to call it the Tube Buddy. I'm sure that was taken, but I thought that was a great name
Buddy.
for it. The Tube Buddy.
And we ran it through the Yield PRS Hendrix, which is a 50-watt Marshall clone, made in Maryland. That's the. Every time we plug into it, it's just that's the tone. That's it. So everyone
love it. The old non-master volume cranked Marshall is everyone's favorite tone. Let's go. Hey.
Soon getting your first Mythos pedal, Golden Fleece. Nice. Enjoy it.
Good introduction to the brand. Thank you very much. We're still on Power Strip. Keep going.
Oh my gosh, we have so many. Throwback or Ron Ellis. Never played Ron Ellis.
Never.
But I'm just team Throwback all the way. Not just because of the sound of it, but it's also the heritage and the fact that they're wound on the actual machines. A lot of people make copies necessarily of PAF style pickups and stuff. Even the Fender, they're winding on the right Fender winders too. They're not just making copies; they're truly making clones in the truest sense of the word. And I don't think you can do any better. Let's see. I mean, how far down are we now?
Oh, no,
we're not too bad.
You look like Parappa the Rapper. That's been a good bit around here.
Yes,
We've
it
done
has.
that bit a lot.
Pegasus Sentient over Hot Rod set. I've never played the Pegasus. Pegasus or the Sentient. Best delays to use in front of a cooking amp. Mythos Oracle.
Oracle. That's why I love that thing.
Yeah.
Because it works.
It's a remarkable circuit. I can claim, it's mine, but John Snyder from EAE designed it, and it's great. It works in front of a push amp. If you're in insane amounts of gain, it's still a lot.
Yeah.
You have to put the mix back. But how we designed it, it really.
I got to buy Rilo Kiley tickets today.
Rilo Kiley?
Yeah, 10 a.m. Just remind everybody.
Okay. Well, if you need to go.
No, we're good. It doesn't go on sale till 10. I need to nab those for the wife.
Yeah. Will the tariffs impact pricing on Frank Brothers or other gear made in Canada or Mexico from y'all's perspective?
Yes. Absolutely. We've already
100%.
seen from certain things have gotten hit from the tariffs. And
PCBs are already going to be not significant. Well, we'll see how much that tariff bill, the customs bill hits when it comes in. But PCBs have already gone up.
Pots.
Quite a bit. Pots have gone up.
So
it's not just the fact that the guitars are going to be more expensive because there is that fee or whatever you're going to get hit with when it goes across the border. But Frank Brothers are importing parts from the States. those parts are going to get more expensive. Ergo, that expense comes.
And they're trying to
the final
navigate
price.
that as best they can because,
Yeah.
doing a set price hike of that much is just not going to work for anybody.
No.
And a lot of it is like, just trying to figure out like how to maintain everything and make sure that it's still well worth it for everybody. So you don't want, I don't want to see like a dip in people getting Franks just because they're more expensive to get in the States. That would suck.
Have we talked about Dr. Z's used amp warranty? Coolest thing to offer that guy. I don't know about Z's warranty per se, but I know that I've had issues with an amp that I got used, and they went above and beyond to make it work for me and help me out in every way to fix it. And that said everything that I needed to know from that side of things. So I'm sure they have a fantastic warranty, and they're good people. They're genuinely good people, and we're happy to be working with them. Let's see. Best Gibson ES335 alternative that has a 25.5-inch scale length.
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Just bought the hot rod set for your PRS SE. Stoked to check them out. What's the difference between those and the Antiquities?
Great question.
Antiquities. All Antiquities have an aged magnet. Excuse me. That where they are degaussing it. So it basically makes the magnet a little weaker, so it softens the sound. Because one of the reasons why all humbucker makers and everybody experiments with so many different permutations of magnet is because back in the day, especially with PAS, most of the time they were made with an Alnico 5. But those magnets got weaker over the years, and how they get weaker and how they degauss just naturally changes the sound. And so all these different permutations of magnets are just trying to approximate what was actually going in, what these things sound like now.
Oh, okay.
And not what was going into them then.
Cool.
But the biggest thing is the weaker magnet, and they're aged. The pickups are aged.
They look great.
Have I ever heard of a blockhead amp? I think so.
Hello, studs. Thank you. Take it.
Let's see. Okay, we're getting caught up here. My introduction was the Argonaut V1, awesome little pedal. Picked up in Mjolnir yesterday and love it. Nice. Thank you, Mac. Okay, Nick Miller.
Is the Nick Miller? Wow, that's great. I thought he was a fictional character.
Oh, man. I thought it was Julius Pepperwood.
I'm sure it's important. This guy never hears this, ever.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nick. The 1901 DRV with the 1N34A diodes, how much would those diodes really make a difference in a rat pedal? So, oddly enough, rats being hard-clipped. Now, the DRV is not just a rat. It is not like a one-to-one rat clone by any stretch of the imagination. But hard-clipping pedals, specifically, like the type of clipping diode in hard clip circuits is a very drastic way to shift the sound, like changing those diodes. So germanium does make a big difference, usually at a cost of volume, but rats, like, you can there's some things you can do to get some more output out of it, but I don't know. I don't think the subtlety is going to be there in comparison to something like a Klon, which has such a specific thing that happens with the hard clipping and the clean blend, that having those vintage diodes it is a huge part of the sound. But I think, for the most part in that style circuit, you're not going to hear that subtlety because of the amount of gain too. But I'm sure it sounds good. Let's see, Evan, do we want to do this one?
Yeah, sure. If you have a good recommendation.
My amp, the Benson Monarch Reverb Plus, that's a long name.
It's a long name.
Sounds darker than I'm used to. Would you recommend swapping the speaker out for something brighter, or is it maybe time to move on to a different amp?
Treble knob, not doing anything?
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing
Don't be afraid to crank that treble.
Yeah, people often get afraid to turn things way up and do extreme settings.
Sometimes I like the Nathan Jr. with the treble all the way up and the bass all the way off.
Yeah.
Like, try it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think you're right. I think people think and that's not saying that that's how you feel, Evan. Do the fart noise. All right. But a lot of people like put it on noon.
This gets to be like far away.
They put it on noon, and then they adjust it just a little bit either way. Yeah. And like, you don't have to. Like, you just peg it and see what happens. A good amp builder like Chris will make all kinds of good sounds the whole way through. So that's what I do on my Nathan Jr. Try it and see what you think before you think about moving on. Those other ideas, you know, new speakers and stuff. But I would, if you haven't tried that, go for it.
Yeah,
try it.
Crank it.
What?
Okay.
Cool.
Oh,
that's fine. Move on.
Okay.
Howdy, boys.
Non-human audio.
What's up?
Hello. Let's see. Trying to find favorite wah. Oh, John.
What do we got in stock right now?
You know, I've always been
You a classic?
I'm a crybaby classic sort of guy, or not classic, but just the classic crybaby. But I usually mod them. So look at this. Look at this is how nerdy I am. I have wah potentiometers right here.
You do.
And then I love modding wah pedals. So my favorite thing to do is to take a normal, bog standard crybaby wah and then mod it. But if you were gonna ask me what wah would I go buy brand new today, I'd buy the CAE MXR wah. I think it's the best one out of the box.
There you go.
But yeah, here's one. Here's one I modded earlier. I got this bright pink wah from Eastside Music Supply.
It looks great.
It's just atrocious.
It's a great color.
And I modded it, so I cover your face, Matthew. There you go. Whoo! I put in the yellow phasal inductor. Excuse me again. I got rid of the input buffer circuit. Changed some of the resistors to change the gain there. New iCar taper pot, and then Carling foot switch. True bypassed it. And honestly, doing this to a normal sort of wah-wah pedal is
fun.
So fun and satisfying. So much so that last time I was in Chicago, I bought a purple one.
I don't even remember this.
It's funny, and they didn't either, because I was like, hey, what's that purple, that plum-looking wah down there? And they're like, what plum-looking wah? And they got it out, and they were like, I have no idea what this is or where it came from. So they gave me a really good deal.
Was it just sitting in the counter?
It was in the pedal case.
That's funny.
But it's cool.
There you go.
And it's like the Kirk color kind of, but it doesn't have like the big like skeleton foot on it. It's just a black treadle and stuff. So I'm gonna mod that too. But that's just normal.
Fun times.
Anything special on order for HVG that's exciting?
Well, the thing that was really exciting is we had a vintage deluxe in lacquered tweed.
Oh yeah,
and that is landing, but we sold it already.
Yeah,
so we're not even going to open the box
or the traditional clean. I really wanted to open the traditional clean,
but we reordered it again.
Yeah,
this is because we really want one. So I was really excited about that. That's supposed to be great. We also have a burgundy suede classic reverb coming, which is for a customer. So we're not going to open that either. So,
man,
I know.
I just want to see them.
Oh, probably like something that's coming in that we haven't sold yet. We do have a Mayan burst Saris J that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, that was gonna be cool. We have a bunch of Novos.
Our custom order stuff is gonna start coming through. We've been picking up mostly stuff that Devin let us know was available, and then store stock stuff that we're getting our some of the custom stuff we ordered a couple months ago really soon.
Yeah,
some exciting things. So
yes.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Oh, we should check out Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I've heard that. I don't know if I could have the.
I only got room for 2 games in my heart. I know. Stop it. They popped this up from Austin right here.
Austin. Wah.
How is HVG doing so far? Do you guys think it will be enough to support a bigger space? Yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
I think the part for us now is things are going really well. You all seem to like guitars and amps, and people buy them from us, which is really
Les
nice.
Paul parts.
Les Paul parts and stuff. A lot of it is just trying to figure out, like what all that looks like. Do we move into a new facility that's going to be a good location for street traffic and expand our offerings? And then we also have to figure out, is Mythos going to be in that same spot? That's going to be really hard, I think, to find something that would work for both in a building. But, we also want to be, wildly profitable and make this work for ourselves.
Yes.
And what kind of store we want to be. You get bigger and you start having to carry things that, are more, like a lot more accessories, maybe, basses, acoustic guitars. Not that there's anything wrong with that stuff, but we kind of like that everything that comes in is just stuff that we're hot for.
Yeah.
And that's fun. And so we might want to stay that size just so we can keep that excitement for us going. Not that I don't want to sell acoustic basses.
No one's selling acoustic basses.
I picked something. But you know what I mean. This is a passion project.
Yeah.
As much as anything is we're getting in all the stuff that we're buying.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
And so it's a decision to make.
We're probably, I mean, as it's currently going right now, depending on when or how long the lease renewal is here, we'll probably hang out here a little while longer. And then if, for whatever reason, it just continues to grow and gets beyond what we can handle, then maybe we'll look at it. I've already looked at a couple places, but it's nothing's made financial sense because everything is in Nashville and
very expensive,
triple to quadrupling our rent.
Yeah, and then our jobs are fundamentally different. I mean, right now we can kind of handle people coming in and we're working, and one of us, it can go over and help out and do stuff, and you get a bigger space, and that's like kind of that turns that part of it into a full-time gig.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I like doing both. I love doing Mythos and this, and so it's like, at some point it all becomes a lot and more employees and there's less of us. I mean, one of the things that I really like about the store is people that walk in and then you walk out to help them and they're going to get a little flustered because it's like, it's Zach. Like, I didn't think it would be Zach.
It's just we had a guy that came in yesterday or day before yesterday. And he's like, "How long you been working here?" I was like,
That was really good. I love that. The opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
But it is like, this is it,
Yeah.
Keep the door open because we have to make sure we can hear the door in case somebody comes in.
That's it. Hans, where do you guys suggest getting parts for someone getting started in modding building pedals?
Oh, good question.
Stompbox Parts. That's John Cusack, the pedal builder. His parts supply store. Small Bear Electronics. All those are great. Love My Switches. I have a lot of great stuff. I would, between Love My Switches, Stompbox Parts, and Small Bear Electronics, you can do pretty much everything. To get started. It's not like we use them for certain things, but typically for the bigger guys, we're buying, thousands of pieces at a time of like resistors and stuff. So it's not, doesn't like work from a price per piece thing for us, but get started. Yeah, sorry. That was I lost it.
Purple Idris.
Yeah.
We still have that in stock?
The Purple Idris?
Yeah, is it still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This Purple Sparkle?
I can't keep up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pops was here last Saturday and fell in love with that guitar. Just bought a DGT, or I think I would have given him a nice deal on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give him a nice deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you answer Dan's question here, Matthew?
I keep seeing Novos with the darker tort guard, but it doesn't seem like an option on the Novo site. What's up with that? I believe that they are having a hard, I don't know if it's a hard time sourcing the lighter stuff, but they, a lot of times with tort is kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah.
You can get, you go to a manufacturer and you're like, cool, this is the exact tort I want. And you order it for a couple months and they go, guess what? We don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
And then you just have to kind of get what you can get. And so I imagine that's just the darker stuff is what they can supply right now. I'd have to ask Devin exactly what's going on with that. But I assume that's what happened all the time, is that we would get, and my favorite was when you would get somebody that would email you and say like, hey, I got, my store's got this. And you're like, oh, cool. And they'd send you a sample and it'd be this amazing stuff. And then you'd order a decent amount of it, and they go, "Oh, I don't have any of that." or I can't get that anymore. And
Yeah,
I'm like, and
man.
you just changed over, like, and then like, you show it off, like, look at this crazy
Tortoise is
drove
like
me
that.
nuts.
Yeah, because you have to like it's all like even every lot could be different.
Yes,
So yeah, I can't imagine like
it's fun.
yeah.
But-
So there you go, Jared. What's the current number one that I'm playing? For me, I mix it up. I don't like. I've been playing the Castadosa a lot, but I don't know. I don't really have here lately. There's not been a number one. I have too many guitars, which is sometimes
How many custom shop Les Pauls do you have right now?
5.
5.
Yeah, 5.
5. That's
So-
good. That's
And
good.
then the 335 and then the Esquire. So there's like a constant rotation. But I like that. I like keeping it fresh, playing new things. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. I'm really tired. I don't know
You're
why.
doing great. You're doing
Echo flanger, don't know.
Hey, super chat.
Hey,
Hey,
Hans,
Hans.
thank you.
99 cents. Gives Arizona iced tea.
Oh man,
99 cents.
That's pretty
Still
good.
been 99 cents the whole time.
yeah.
$1.
Old Blood Noise announced a new black fountain today.
Stereo. Cool. Awesome.
Moving in stereo. 10-band idea for a pedal. 10-band EQ with sliders, clean boost, and a Mjolnir. 3 buttons and the size of the 1N. Oh, the 1N34A. Is that doable? 10-band EQ with sliders?
Wow, that's gonna take up a lot of space.
No, it's not doable. Not in that enclosure. And like we get this sort of thing a lot, like recommendations. Like I have this idea. It's like I see your idea, but I also say why. Like like having to commit to like placement of circuits together in a box is. You're not going to please everybody. Like, I don't like the EQ post. I like it pre. Can you make a order switcher? It's like, cool. Now, that drives the price up. Like, from a cost manufacturing standpoint, like $10 to $20. Because then you're looking at relays and voltage adjustments and all sorts of... Just buy individual pedals and make a pedal board. Just trust me, it's easier.
Yeah, from what I've seen.
I like sliders. I don't think sliders are lame, David. But, yeah.
Cedar North Guitars. Go back up here a little bit here. That's a good one.
There you go. You take that one.
Don't. No, what else? I'll say, like, this is a rough business to get into, man.
Yeah.
And I think that like the advice I would say is that like I think that how to be successful, all that stuff is such a crapshoot. I think the most important thing for anybody, and I say this is the biggest advice I can give, and we just touched on this with high voltage and expansion, is that like when you get started on this, make sure that you understand what you love doing, and don't waver from that.
Yeah.
Meaning, if you want to start a business, don't start doing things to try to be successful, and then suddenly you're not doing the things that you love every day, right? If it's because you like building guitars and that's what you really love doing, then you should figure out a way to keep that going. But don't sell yourself out at all, because that can happen. You can start, I'm going to go work with this person, or I'm going to take this money, or I'm going to do this, and suddenly you're not doing the things every day that you love, and like that would be a shame. So I think that's the best advice I can give, is like, always make sure that you do that, because that's a tough thing, right? There's always obviously big stuff that you have to do to get your business going, but like you got to make sure that you're still doing it for the reason why you got into building guitars in the first place.
Yeah, and I like to that end, I don't think you should get into this industry at all with the intention of starting a business. Like start doing it because you have a passion for making
That's exactly what I mean.
guitars for and to that end, be patient. I think people see guys like Josh Scott or what we've done, and it's been a really crazy rise, but I started making pedals under the Mythos name 15 years ago.
This is the 15th year.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I wasn't taking it super serious.
Yeah.
But even still, I didn't start taking it seriously until about 10 years ago.
Even, working with Dennis, Dennis started making guitars in like the early 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, and now
Sorry.
we're finally seeing like some big things coming from the Novo Fano camp over there as far as how big it's getting.
Yeah.
But he's been making guitars for 30 plus years.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just takes a long time. I mean, John Suhr was making stuff in like the early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like, and Paul Reed Smith, it's like, Paul Reed Smith was making guitars 10 years before he even had remotely a factory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It takes a long time, but just don't sell yourself out. Do it, the thing that you love every day. And the thing I love every day is doing live chats with you guys and hanging out with this goober.
Oh.
Talking.
Sometimes he says that.
And talking tone.
Talking tone.
That's really it is. That's what
Whatever happened to the Big Sonic Expandora?
What is that?
That's a little round hockey puck looking pedal that Billy had like a rack of a bunch of them. I think they're back. Or someone has the rights to them now, and they're making them. I haven't played a new one. I've played old ones. I have a kilt, and I like it. We got a super chat from Jason.
Go back here real quick here.
Oh.
Up one more.
You cannot convince me that Matthew isn't a Bob's Burgers character.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
Yeah. I think you'd fit right in.
I would. I feel like me and Bob would be real good friends.
Oh yeah, you would definitely have you wouldn't be there every day, but you would have a weekly
visit
to Bob's Burgers.
Yes,
because you would like the name.
I'd start a band with Gene in no time.
Oh yeah, I know you would.
Oh god, it'd be incredible.
Thoughts on using normal scale guitars as baritones? Pros, cons? Do you find true baritones longer scaled better? I've only ever played Joey's standard scale length with big strings a few times.
Did you play any of the baritunes that we made over at Novo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think people tend to forget with that. Sometimes the nut, you definitely have to slot your nut to fit baritone strings. And then sometimes the placement of the bridge, especially on a Gibson style guitar, is not going to be right. So your intonation is going to be wacky. So I think if it's a guitar that's a standard scale length that you can take and have it set up and work in baritone, fun, but I would probably just buy, if you're interested, I would just buy a cheap baritone and try it out. Like buy a Dan Electro, see what you think, and then, decide where you want to take that sort of tuned instrument in your own playing. Any more Ghostbusters themed pedals? Yeah.
That'll never end.
That'll never end.
Go back up for 1 second. This one right here.
Which one?
Non-human. Yeah, there you go. There's a good example of that. It's our friend Dave.
That's how I started.
You start because you want to try it. You just do it, and then it hits. It's like, if you...
I started modding pedals before Mythos was everything.
Mm-hmm.
I still owned guitarpedalmods.com. Mm-hmm. And so I had a website and people would mail me stuff. I started doing that. Yeah, so it's you have to be ready for the long haul. And in today's world, everybody has this obsession with instant gratification and instant success, and it just doesn't. Real success doesn't work like that.
Well, Mike, I think a big problem with that is it's so easy to kind of start an Instagram or a YouTube and feel like that you're getting out in front of people, where before, you had to figure out a way to get your stuff in people's hands.
Yeah.
Like physically. And so I think that kind of makes it feel like it should be faster because you can, get a good Instagram account and get a good YouTube and get some demos out there and people are like, oh,
Yeah.
And it's like, it's it's not going to be that fast.
What 335? Trevor, are you asking about my 335?
Yes.
I have a 1959 reissue 335 in blonde, and we all.
That was a day.
Yeah, we loaded around.
That was a great day.
We met up and went to a lot of shops, and then we went to Guitar Center. We turned the cameras off, and it was Matthew, McKinley, Jeff, and myself. Mm-hmm. And I traded in some stuff and walked out with 335, and I couldn't be happier.
It's a beautiful guitar.
Love that guitar. Drinks and jams. Oh man.
Sounds like a good evening.
Anyway, we could get a walkthrough on the selectable tone cap and selectable treble bleed we make. So yeah, there's a video that walks through, like the treble bleed's hard because it's like it's just the taper. The tone cap's easy because basically it goes from a really small value to a really big value, and you can stack them in different permutations. So if you want it to be your tone knob to be more like a Baritone and almost like a mid-honk thing, you can do that. You can make it be the classic Gibson tone cap values, Fender. You can switch them all on. It's just like major mud, but that's cool. If major mud
Sounds like a great Primus song.
that sounds like my ex-wife.
hey, yes, got it in there. That's good.
But you use major mud with a big fuzz pedal, and you're just then you're having fun. So yeah, basically you just have a little switch that does all that, and then the treble bleed is the same idea. You have switches that turn on and off different resistor and capacitor values. The newest one, you can switch it all off, but you can basically go through every common permutation of parallel treble bleed, and it's really useful. And if you're into that, it's worth trying it. Travis,
Favorite gear at the moment.
what's your favorite gear at the moment?
I mean, it's the conscious baritone, man.
Yeah,
That thing never ends with that thing.
I brought the Alcone today.
It's just so much fun. I just never get tired of it. So that's what the only guitar I've been playing for a week or so. I just go chunks where it's the only thing I play. It's just so much fun. So
Yeah.
there you go.
And
I got my 2-Rock coming next week, so that'll be the answer.
hopefully it arrives when they said it would.
Yeah.
And then I'm playing the Alcone a lot, and then just my Les Pauls. I've been like kind of like going on down the rabbit hole again of like tweaking, like I always do.
You're obsessed about pickups right now.
Yeah, well, when am I not? How do you hook it up? I suck at electronics. Feel it's a feasible project. The treble bleed has 2 little pads that includes wires, and that goes to the 3rd and 2nd lug of. Yeah, the 3rd. Wait, right? No, the 1st and 2nd lug of your volume pot, and then your the tone cap. You wire up like any tone cap. So you look up any guitar wiring diagram, and you can wire up the tone cap in that fashion. Hot one for Gibson Boogie. Forget the Falcon. Wait. Reissue the electric Hawaiian amps, the steel amps.
Cool. Do it.
Those don't sound that good.
Fun. You played them?
Yeah. They're fine. Gibson amps didn't start getting good until the 50s. And like even then it's real hit or miss. But when they're good, they're really good. Got her. Who? Oh, my ex-wife.
Joke.
Yeah.
Current wife loves ex-wife joke.
Oh yeah. FTB. What Tolex is on Matthew's Income and 2-Rock?
So
Is it?
What?
It's not Tolex, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it?
What did you think I ordered?
I thought it was Suede.
No.
Oh.
I ordered a Black Bronco Tolex with the Oxblood grill with the maroon piping.
Yeah. Oxblood Grill sounds like a restaurant.
I would eat there every day. So I wanted to go it's kind of a check between the 2 versions of the Vintage Deluxe that you can get.
Yeah. Visual Guy, the Brick House, still loaded in the Brazilian, still digging. I took them out just because I was experimenting, and I had another set of throwbacks laying around. First world problem, and they're in there at the moment.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah. It's 10 o'clock. You got to go get your Rilo Kiley tickets.
Oh, they're not going to sell out in a minute.
They might.
Well, okay,
Where's it at?
It's at the Pinnacle, the new venue.
Where is that?
It's in the Yards complex. I don't know Nashville. I'll go. I'll Google Map it when it's time to go. I don't know. One of the new. It's like a whole new complex.
What part of town is it?
Don't know.
Okay.
I just lived here. I just moved here.
I don't know. What's for lunch? We can end it on that.
Oh my god! I brought a sad sandwich, but you didn't bring anything. So.
Probably I'll have peanut butter.
You gonna eat your peanut butter?
Yes. Custom reverb sig or vintage deluxe. Depends on what you want it to do. It depends. Shoot us an email.
Hey, Robert Bell, Nashville Yards. See, I knew.
Down
I
off
knew.
Church Street.
I knew what it was. See, you making fun of me like I don't know anything.
Well, you said the yards, but where
Steel
is
trap.
that?
I don't know. I just knew the name.
I'm not asking for I'm asking for the neighborhood.
It's nearest the downtown YMCA. There you go. There's something.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Church Street and YMCA. Okay, makes sense.
Cool.
Why is that called the yards?
I don't know.
Is that where they used to keep all the livestock?
That's
Anyone
the
else waiting
entirety of
7 months
Nashville.
for the rewind? Nah.
No.
Buy a throwback. HVG open tomorrow? Yeah, 10 to 4. Come on down. It'll just be me.
It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow, so I'm taking the day off. She turns 2. We're having a frozen birthday, Olaf cake. It's going to be a wonderful time.
We're having a frozen birthday.
It is a frozen birthday. Yeah.
You should parachute down an avalanche like James Bond in that one movie.
Was it on Her Majesty's Secret Service?
No. That was a Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, probably Die Another Day.
Either Die Another Day or it wasn't Tomorrow Never Dies. That one's okay, right? That's the newspaper one.
Yeah, it's the Rupert Murdoch
Yeah.
allegory.
Sorry.
There used to be train yards there. See, there you go.
Train ya, okay.
Oh, hit that.
Nick. Okay, last one. Do you want to read it?
Do you guys currently have a Studio Sig at the shop? I'll be in Nashville Saturday/Sunday and was hoping to come by the shop to try one. Yes,
we will.
We have one in Black Bronco with the Black Matrix grill that will be here hopefully today.
Yes.
And
we'll check that track.
And you know what? I'm canceling my daughter's birthday so I can come in and make sure that you get to try that.
Well,
I'm kidding. You'll be here.
Yeah, I'll be here. And if for some unforeseen reason the pallet does not arrive, I will bring my Studio Sig tomorrow so you can play it.
Yes.
And then it will be, then the other one will be here when it be here.
I hope it comes today. It was supposed to be Wednesday, and then it was supposed to be Thursday.
We'll find out.
I got stuff on that pallet I got to ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy Baker, my son and I will try to pop in HVG tomorrow morning. Come on by, 10 to 4. I'll be here hanging out. Bring snacks if you want.
Somebody needs to come by so you could take a bathroom break.
Yeah, you can watch the shop while I go to the bathroom.
Be by yourself.
Don't steal anything.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate you. And lastly.
Well, you got some?
Get a lot of questions about this guy.
Yeah.
We're still working to get everything on time for end of March, but should still hit it. So launch window is the end of March.
We're shooting for the last week of March.
That's what we're
shooting
crossed.
for. There's a lot of new stuff to do on this guy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Lots of stuff. Look at all this. Okay. Peace and love. Bye, everybody. Yeah.